Hello there. This is my end of half-term review of how we're doing, and I have to say I'm amazed we've got through and are all still happily breathing and teaching and enjoying working at Chauncy School. We have had numbers of children with COVID, and unfortunately we've had maybe a dozen staff this term. Still, we've got through, and the quality of work around the school is absolutely amazing. And I know that because I have shown round best part of 450 junior school students. 2 tours a day, 5 days a week for 6 weeks. And I've now finished, and that's great. This year's Year 7 have just had their first academic review from us, and there are 271 of them, and they have done brilliantly. I wasn't sure that taking quite so many kids would work, and it has worked. They're enthusiastic, they're doing much better than we were led to believe. They won the athletics cross country. 3 of the 4 boy runners were called Ollie, so there's a thing for the future there. If you want to get a good runner in your family, call them Ollie. First time in 15 years anybody up in Richard Hale has won it, so that's brilliant. They're going to loads and loads of clubs, from badminton to Lego club, from chat club to books and biscuits. We are 10th in the world on read theory in one of our online English programs. 10th out of thousands of people, which is really good. So our Year 7s are doing really well, and our teams have started up. So our 6th form netball team have been doing well, and the footballers have been doing well, which is great. So if you are a parent of a Year 6 child and you think, well, he or she's a sibling, they'll get a place anyway. They will if you apply, and you must apply. If you don't apply, you won't get a place, and even if you're a sibling, you'll then have to go through some sort of appeals process. So please apply. We've, like I say, done 450 tours. Di and Steve and Craig, the rest of the management team, have done them as well, and it's been wonderful going around the active lessons, the pair group, the group work, the treasure hunts in maths, the various ways, the relays in maths, the experiments in science, the practicals in art, in photography, kids wandering around, the sports coaching going on the field. It's an absolute pleasure, and after all these years, it is still an absolute pleasure. So I have to say the rumours of my retirement are very wrong. I've been asked about that yet again today. Now our Year 11 at the other end of our market, they've just had their reviews, and they have come back and worked with us post-COVID, as much as post-COVID is where we're at. They've worked with us brilliantly. So we'll be working on interventions, study support, extra classes, and really just all the motivational stuff we can do to get them through their GCSEs. Goodness knows how they're going to be assessed. There should be exams, I guess, but whatever it is, we're going to make sure that the qualities and the cooperation and the enthusiasm and the thirst for learning that they are showing is going to be rewarded as it should be. Our 6th form evening on the 16th of November is still on, but watch out on our website and Facebook to see how COVID goes, because Mr. Johnson and his friends say that COVID deaths, infections are rising, the hospitals are under more and more pressure, that they're going to rise more and more, and it's particularly true about kids in secondary schools. So we can look forward to a winter where more and more young people are going to be off sick. The government have got a plan for this. Sorry, they may have a plan for this. They have, as you probably know, ensured adequate ventilation in our school. They had working parties and documents and meetings and announcements. We are to open doors and windows. They had another set of working parties and documents and meetings and pronouncements on what we can do when the windows are open and the doors are open and it's winter and cold. And they decided after many months of discussion we should wear coats in the classroom. So we're dealing with this sort of stuff, and we're doing it as well as we possibly can. We've been covering a lot because of staff being off with COVID, and I'm sure that's going to carry on. And I'm sorry if your kids have had the odd cover lesson, very unlike us in the school, but the teachers are walking in and trying their very best with lots of illness, and they're not allowed in when there's COVID. So we'll see where that goes. Now, I'm fighting a battle, as many of you will know, on local authority and special educational needs. We have always proudly been a school that welcomes children of all abilities and teaches them in different groups. And we have always been popular with kids with special needs, and we are not being funded properly. The local authority is breaking the law. The Children's Act of 2014, paragraph 42.2, says that they've got to secure the provision that they write in their plans for the kids. They're not. Unfortunately, Ofsted aren't bothered, the Ombudsman's not bothered, and the local authority are actually being quite naughty and they're telling porkies. So I will continue fighting this. Unfortunately, as a school, believe it or not, there's very little we can do. But if you as a parent want better, the right funding for your child, you can complain to Ofsted. I'd like you to do that. Not about us, because we really are trying our best to them. Children of all abilities make very good progress at Chauncy School and achieve very high results. So if you have got a complaint, give it to me. Now, I've talked about the amazing staff here. I've appointed them all, I've worked with them, I believe in them, I like them, and when I go around and watch what they're doing and working with your kids, I am in awe and wonder. They're having another pay cut this year, but they are missionaries, they are visionaries, they are dedicated. And this shows up in one little bit of the Ofsted report that I forgot to mention before, where Ofsted say that when they talk to the parents, they have never seen the level of support anywhere that you have shown to us. And that's because you trust us. And you trust us because we are doing what we promised. We're doing what it says on the Chauncy tin. We are keeping your kids happy and safe. And we are doing absolutely everything we can to make them successful in all the ways that means. Got a trophy here. More trophies, more exam results, more happy kids, and more applications for places at Chauncy School. Final comment, the Grosh family and the caretakers finished the building 3 weeks ago, or 6 weeks ago, just before we started the term. So well done to all the people who contributed, donated and worked. I'll do more on this in the next couple of weeks. Thank you very much for your support and your trust. And if you ever get a chance to come and work in a school like this, grab it.